So, well, good evening. Just going to be waiting for a moment. Hello. Hi Dawn, Jean, Annette, Sue, Angie. Hi, I'm just going to wait for a few moments. Hi, hello Monique. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm just started, Jack, so no problem. Let's have a look. Am I? Well, let's have a look. Can you see me all? Now I can't see the comments. Let me take that up. Let's have a look. Okay. Can you see the comments? Or can you see it well? Because I got a notification. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Well, that's great. I can see it on my phone, but not on my tablet. Just a moment. Let me go back. Because if I can't see the comments, I can't answer the questions. But there are people in the group from the DT team. They could also answer the questions. Well, okay, I'm just going to start. Springt af en toe. Comments on your desktop. Oké. Springt hij nog steeds, Monique? Oh, thank you. A little bit summery. Okay, well, I hope everything is going to be okay because I can't see any comment. That's weird. Facebook must be acting crazy again. Yeah, I can see them again. Well, okay, just going to start. I'm going to be doing some mixed media tonight. You know, Lisa's products also do very well mixed media projects. I'm sorry, that was a tractor. I made this tag, and tonight I'm going to make a card using, let me show. I'm going to be using the nested and scallop stitched rectangles and the Petite Petals, and of course these beautiful foiled in plain sticker sentiments. I love them. They are really always good for any use. And also the set of 4 slimline stencils. These are 3 of them, and tonight I will be using this one. I really love this one on the tag or the card what I'm going to create. So just let's start. So a bit mixed media. At first I'm going to take, I did cut out a white piece of paper. And I'm going to take the stencil and lay it in the center of the cut out piece. And I'm going to use texture paste. And to make sure I won't get any edges over here, I'm going to use tape, washi tape. And just one tip, if the tape is too sticky, you should take put it on your clothes or your trouser or your sweater, and then it won't be very sticky anymore, so you won't tear the paper. Let's have it. I'm going to stick it just over the edge like that, and another piece. So I still can't see the comments, but if there's anything, I will hear it, or who will see it later. So stick it over there, Then take the structure paste and smear it over the stencil, just like that. It doesn't have to be perfect, because mixed media is never very straightforward, and it always can be different than other things. So first I'm going to take my wet cloth and clean my palette knife, and then I will be taking off the tape. So, like this. And because I don't wash it straight off at the moment now, I will take it off and save it in between two wet cloth, so it doesn't stick to the stencil, and I can wash it later. So that is over there, and you can see how it looks like this, and it has a beautiful structure. I'm going to let that dry. You can let it air dry, or you can use the heat tool, but I'm not going to use the heat tool because it takes a little time to dry. So I prepped this. Okay, and now I'm going to take out my box. This is my spray box, and I'm going to color this card with a few distress paints, the spray stain and the mica stain, and also one of the dilution shimmer sprays. You can also use the paint from Lisa Horton, from the Euphoria watercolor paint pad. Let's shake. And this is the messy part. I'm just going to spray here and there. And it doesn't have to be exactly like this. And also the shimmer like this. And you can let it dry very softly. Take off just a bit of the excess paint. You can let it dry like this, but you could also do it like this. Then I will be getting paint on my hands, but I don't mind it. You have a little bit of a softer tone, and if it's all dried up, you can see the shimmer on the card. So I'm going to put that one aside also. Let's find a spot. Yes. The next thing is I need a background, or not a background. I need a piece that will be the base of the card, and I also need paper in the same color scheme for the flowers. So I'm going to do exactly the same, using the same colors, and just spray it on my card here and there. Like this. Like that. And I'm going to cover it. Ooh, this one sprays really hard. Just a little bit purple. Like this. And the mica, it gives it a beautiful shine to it. Let's take just a little bit that's thick in the middle. Take it off, yes. And I'm going to let this one dry, and I will show you how it looks when it dries. I'm going to put this one aside also. I can use it to make some other projects. And this is how it looks when it's ready. Let's see if I can, yeah, you can see the shimmer. Yes, I can list the colors and sprays and everything later. That's no problem. I will do it in the head of the announcement. So, you can see how shiny and shimmery it is. It's just a bit, yeah, with all the colors. You can use other colors, but I love the purple with the brown. So, let's move on. So this will be the base card. And I will show you this one. This one is made with Lisa's Euphoria watercolor paint. So that's possible also to use it. I used, let's have a look. I used the purple that's on here. And I used this brown with black. So I made it really wet, and I made the brown and the purple and the black, and I mixed it and colored it like this and let it dry. So that's also a thing to do. Let's have a look here. And I'm going to, you can see this matches up also. So let's think. And the next thing is, I'm going to take some wax, and I'm going to use these two colors, the gold, well, I forgot it, and the copper color. And with my sponge, it's an old sponge I use for it, and I'm going over it with the copper. I'm going to take something on my sponge in the cap like this, and then I will go over it like this. I still can't see the comments, but it has a look of leather. Yeah. Well, I'm just watching on my phone sometimes to see the comments. Good evening, Lindsay. Miriam, hi. Khan. Oh, nice of you all to join me. Okay. So I'm just going to go over it. It doesn't really have to be really straightforward or neat. That's the thing with mixed media. You can go every direction that you want. And I love to show that Lisa's products also can do this. Because I love straightforward cards, but I also love mixed media. Just a little bit of a messy fingers, because you can see my fingers are colored. If you don't want your fingers to be dirty and things, you can wear gloves. So that's a possibility too. So you could also use your finger to add the wax like this, and it will shine beautiful, and you can still see the purple in between the flowers. So that's the first. Now I'm going to take this one, the gold, and also will be going over it, because the copper you will see the copper through the gold. And I don't think you can see it now on the camera, but I will show you in a minute what it does and how it looks from up close. So you can see the difference between this and if you do this, the light will take up the gold and the copper and the purple. So that's good. So this one will go on top of here. And I also cut a piece of glitter euphoria paper, the sparkle card, and that's sold out, but I did cut the outside piece and the next one, the next stitch die. I'm going to be using this one later for the other card that I wanted to show you. I'm going to lay this one over here and this one go on top of that one. So first let me do that. I'm just going to glue it. Like this. Sometimes you will see me using other products than Lisa has because I live in the Netherlands and the post is, the mail at the moment is not that really good sending me anything. So I'm using substitute products, but you can use everything that Lisa has in store. So and snip and snap and there. Take these bits off. And put that one over there, you can see. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. Dankjewel, Monique. I can only read 2 comments on my phone when I look. So, the next thing is the Petite Petals. And let me take that. I, of course, prepped them. And let me take them here. I already made some Petite Petals from the other paper I made from the background, where I cut the base of the card, and there also I got some spare card to make the Petite Petals. I'm going to bend them just a little bit. First I'm going to fold these inside, and then I will be curling them just a bit with my fingers, with my nail, and then you get a beautiful petite petal flower. And I'm going to stack that one with just a smaller one. Let's take this one, and I'm going to do the same with all the flowers. I'm going to show you in a moment. I already made a few, and I'm going to glue that one over there. Let's do that. And then you have a little beautiful flower. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. Alex. Oh, thank you. I love to inspire people. So you can see, you can go every direction that you want with Lisa's products. So, as I told you, I already prepped the flowers. So I'm just going to, let's see where I'm going to stick them. I'm going to stick them on one side, well, in a bow like this. Let's have a look. Over there, like this, and really easy, just glue them on. It's really satisfying making those petite petal flowers, and relaxing. I love to cut them out and then make a bunch, so I have a stash. And I'm going to show you in a moment what I did with the other, with some other flowers from the Petite Petals, and how you can do that. So let me take that away. So let's have a look. Just press them and they will stick down nicely in a moment. Okay, and the next thing is to add a sentiment, but I'm going to do that in a moment. So this was the mixed media card, and I said you could do it really easy too if you don't want to get messy hands. Forgive me if I smudge now, because normally I would wash my hands if I go on working with a white card, but now I don't. So that's something I can solve. So I took another piece of white card. I cut the nested scalloped rectangles piece out, and I'm going to be gluing this one on top of here. So this is a really different card from the mixed media one, but using the same product, and that's so fun to show that you can go both directions with the products that Lisa sells. Let's glue that on nicely. Yes, that looks fabulous. And then the only thing, let me grab the paper, one moment. Yeah. Going to take a piece of paper like this and one of the other stencils, because the other one I used is messy. Just grab a piece of white paper, and I did use the Distress Oxide black suit with a blending tool. And now I'm going to do it without sticking on the washi paper, but if I would do it normally, I would stick on some washi paper. This also can be done really good with yeah, here it is, the blending brush. Let me take that one. You can see the difference between using the blending brush and the blending tool. Just going to do that a bit quickly, and remind you, I'm now using black suit, but you can use any color you like, or colors. So this is just to show you what difference it makes when you use only ink. If you don't want to get messy with structure paste or modeling paste or anything, just use inks. So you can see I did use the blending tool on this side, and the blending, well, the blending brush, and the blending tool here. The blending tool has just, the lines are just a bit less straight than if you use the blending tool. It gives perfect lines. It's really great. So I did it like that, and then I cut it out with, let me see, the smaller scallop of the smaller rectangle. I'm going to show you. So I used this one for the outside, for the base. Then I cut directly with this one, so the frame was out of the card, and I used the frame on the other one. And then I used the next in line to cut this piece. So if you did it like this, make sure you use the tape, but you can cut it out like this, and then you have something different. I'm going to stick this one down. Like this. Yes, I prefer the brush too, Heidi. It's definitely very, it gets in the smaller bits of the stencil. It brings on so much ink, so you get some beautiful straight lines. So, like that. And then I did cut some Petite Petals just in white. And you could add some paint to it, but I just want them in white on the card. So it's a bit of a classy card. Different from the other one I was making. And just stick them just randomly on the card. So you get the same idea, but then in very different colors and not messy. So for everyone there is something you can use to make a beautiful card. And you could even use some sparkles here in the centers of the flower. Let's do that. So, okay, I'm going to take the other one next to that. So you can see it's the only thing that's different is that I used sprays and waxes and the structure paste on here. So that's really mixed media. You can add anything else on here. I'm going to add some sentiments, and this could be a really classy card. This is a real easy one also, and quick, and this is just a little bit more work, but it's so fun to do. Let's see. Let's have a look. What shall I do? Pretty awesome. So, like that. And I think, what shall I do with the other one? I can use the black and white. Yes. Boom, boom. Let's have a look. I'll zoom you later, sister. It's your birthday. Boo, 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 boo. Well, what should I put for a sentiment on there? Let's see. Hugs and kisses for special. You're fabulous. Yes. Yeah. It's good that I have my glasses on. So, just like this, and the cards are ready. Yes. I didn't see any comments, so forgive me if I didn't answer any questions. I will be scrolling down a bit later. So these are the cards I wanted to show you tonight, and you can see the difference. I like it. I like to show the difference between the cards and using almost the same techniques. Ja, graag gedaan, Monique. I will be putting down a list with products I used on here, like the waxes and the colors. So thank you all for joining me tonight, and I did have a lovely time. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in 2 weeks again. Ah, thank you, Con. Thank you all, Lorraine, Lindsay. Yay! Thank you. Have a lovely evening. Goodbye.